Hello friends, welcome to LeggLife. Happy Saturday from downtown Anchorage. We are here in front of the whale mural, and we are just enjoying our day. Day's just getting started. It's a little bit afternoon. We slept in. The first thing we need is food.
We haven't eaten yet.
We have not. Let's go eat. It is a mostly sunny day here in downtown. I'm not sure if you guys hear all of the cheering and noise, but the Pride Parade is happening right down there. So there's lots and lots of people in downtown today. And the place that we are going is right up here on the left. We're going to Willowa, which is in the evening it's like a bar, nightclub kind of place. But during the day, our friend Sam, who owns 907 Bagel Company, has her restaurant there. So we're gonna start our day with bagels. Bagels, that's why we're here. All right, so Sam gave us some tots to start with. Oh my gosh, and they're perfect. They're crunchy. Oh, I love tater tots. Sherri did a build your own bagel. So what did you get on there, Sherri?
It's an onion bagel with provolone, ham, and Dijon.
Oh, heck yes. What I love is that they do steamed bagel sandwiches, because if you toast a bagel sandwich, sometimes it gets a little bit crunchy, like too crispy. Mine is the Happy Saturday, sis. Look at that. On a rainbow bagel with ham, bacon, egg, cheese, and everything seasoning. Perfection. Now that breakfast is done, we're heading across the street to Town Square. This area here is our town square, and it's actually undergoing a bunch of renovations. They're changing the whole thing, just making it safer. They took down a bunch of trees. They're going to change some of the landscaping, but one thing they do every single year is plant a ton of flowers in there. You guys know how much this one likes flowers. You're so cute. Likes flowers. So let's go check it out. And what's fun is that as the long summer days and sunshine continue, these just grow and grow. So these back here in the back will be huge by the end of summer. You can see they've got just all sorts of areas up here. They do concerts here, they do markets here. Actually this year they're doing a night market, so I think it's every Friday night through the summer. They have a market here in Town Square. Sherri always spends lots of times here taking photos. See, I told you I wasn't lying. I like these. Look at all the purples and pinks. So cool. And then this building right here is the Alaska Center for the Performing Arts. So this is where Broadway tours come, big shows come. We're actually going to see Neil deGrasse Tyson. We got tickets to see him, I think, next month or maybe in August. I really love these. Look at how big some of the blooms already are. And you can see there are so many that are coming. I bet when this is all fully in bloom, it's gonna be absolutely beautiful. I love that downtown Anchorage has so many flowers. And then one of the other things that they do in downtown Anchorage, I'm just gonna zoom in, is we have flower baskets, hanging baskets everywhere through downtown. You can see them even up over there, over there. Sherri Beth, do you agree that one of the best parts of downtown Anchorage are between the hanging baskets, the flower beds, all of that? I think so too. You probably have 18.5 million photos from downtown flowers.
I mean, that feels a little low.
It feels low, I agree. See lots of sidewalk chalk here in Town Square. It's a good butterfly. It's a really good turtle. I like the turtle. You can see we got pineapples, lots and lots of sidewalk chalk here. Always makes it so fun. Never know what you're gonna see driving through downtown Anchorage. Go to Ghostbusters. Hey Sherri, who you gonna call? Ghostbusters, yeah, exactly. All right, next stop is Tidal Wave Books to drop off some books to get some store credit so that this one can then buy more books. It's basically the circle of life. And I'm sure while we're here, Sherri will also want to shop for books. I mean, since we're here. I lost Sherri for a little bit, and then I found Sherri. All right, I found a chair. I'm just gonna sit and wait until Sherri's done. Hey, you're cute. I'll see you in several hours. Well, in the oddest turn of events ever, leaving the bookstore with no books in hand. But we are going to another bookstore next.
Yeah.
And that's when we know you're leaving with books. Next stop, our local romance bookstore, Beauty in the Book. So it's been a little bit since I have been in here. But this is like their dark romance room. And they changed it a little bit. There's like stars on the ceilings. It's pretty cool. And then of course the room Sherri spends most of her time in, the pink fun book. No, pink fun room. You got 2 books. Boom. All right, Sherri, tell us the books you got. The people want to know.
Well, this is the one I actually went in for. Ashley Poston's newest, called Sounds Like Love.
Okay.
And then Lucy Score is re-releasing her Blue Moon series in new covers. And I have 1 and 2. This is number 3. So I had to get this one.
So book 1 and 2 you have in the new covers?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Gotta have, you guys, you gotta have them in the new covers.
Yeah.
I guess. All right, so we've been home for a little bit. And Sherri Beth is reading with this one. Oh, okay. Do not bite your mother.
Don't bite.
Don't bite your mother. Don't bite her books either. Don't bite her books either, okay?
No, demon.
What are you doing?
Don't bite my. Oh
Don't bite
my
her.
Gosh.
You are
He's
just.
been so good.
And then I come out here. Wait a second. Okay, don't attack them either. What did they do? No, they haven't done any. No, Captain America, Barb, they have not done anything to you.
Barb.
Like I said, we have been home for, I don't know, hour and a half or so. Sherri Beth took a shower. We just been resting, hanging out. And now we're actually going to go to a movie. We both, it's funny, you guys know we are big How to Train Your Dragon fans, but the movie came out while we were on our Alaska cruise, and then we had the wedding, then we had like time with mom, and then I spoke at the camp, and so we have not been able to see it. And today we were like, wait a second, it's out. We got to go. So we bought tickets to go see How to Train Your Dragon, so that is where we are going to go now. Sherri did suggest, she's like, we should bring Captain America with us. Like, he's bad at home. Imagine him in a movie theater. So he is gonna stay here. We're leaving the house, going to the movie theater. I want to address one thing because we got an email about it. Person basically mentioned, hey, your videos have not been looking the best lately. They've been out of focus. The coloring's been weird. I know. This camera is one we've used for years. It has been dropped 500 bazillion times. It makes the worst noises when you turn it on and off. So believe me, we know. But here's the thing. Cameras are expensive, and all of our money has gone to like opening the coffee shop and then the trip with mom and life stuff. And like putting money into a camera has been the very last of our priorities.
Yeah, we actually talked about wanting to replace it before the cruise, and it just
didn't happen.
Didn't happen.
Our hope is to get a new camera before we go to Mexico for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Will that happen? I don't know. But just so you know, we know it doesn't look the best. Every time we turn our camera on and off and we hear that meh, meh, we are reminded.
It's an awful noise.
We are reminded that we desperately need to replace this.
Yeah.
But again, it's not a cheap replacement. So someday, fingers crossed, it will happen.
Yeah.
But we got movies to pay for, so clearly we can't get a new camera. All right, let's go down your street. Let's go. Take 2. Let's go to How to Train Your Dragon. It has been beautiful all day, as you guys saw earlier, and it's still really pretty over there, but apparently we're also gonna get some rain. We've made it to the theater, Century 16. We have a number of movie theaters in town. This is the one we like. Well, we like them all. One of the reasons we like this one is that it's like all reclining seats and heated. So not only reclining seats, but heated seats, which this one, who's always cold, loves. I just like any place with popcorn. Ordered snacks in advance. Let's see. Auditorium 4. This, I think, is us. 2 waters, M&M peanuts, and popcorn. Now to the butter machine. I still wish you'd let me put one of these in our house. Sherri Beth.
Assemble. Join the behind the scenes
You're
community
eating my
to have
popcorn
your
with your
voice
tongue.
heard, earn cool stuff like
What the
tickets and
heck?
movie swag, and make your movie.
Oh my gosh, the latest Wicked trailer. We cannot wait. All right, movie is over. Heading out of the theater. Our full thoughts here in a minute. This is another movie that we want to see. Just came out, what, a couple weeks ago, a week ago? Have any of you seen it? Was it good? Should we see it? Is it worth seeing in the theater? Let us know in the comments below. Outside, so bright. Sherry Beth, the movie.
So good.
It was, okay, we are definitely biased because that is one of our favorites.
Yes.
Like, as far as animated movies,
yes.
One of our favorites.
Yes.
This, I feel like, was as good as the animated. I mean, it was just great.
As good as. And here's the thing.
Let's hear it.
I've read the book.
Yep.
And I don't say this often. The movie, so much better than the book.
We bought the book on our recent trip to Seattle,
yes.
and you were not a fan.
Not a fan of the book.
But definitely a fan of that movie.
Big fan of the movie.
I was also a big fan of the popcorn, but you know what? Let me talk about this. I have an issue.
Oh.
My issue is that, so I get my popcorn buttered. I love buttered popcorn. And so they like add the butter in layers and it's fine, but then I always add extra butter on top. But once you get to like the bottom, maybe third of the bag of popcorn, that butter you'd added on top is gone. And so you just like are left with, I mean, it's still good, but it's not as good as the top popcorn. The top third or half or 2/3 of the popcorn is always the best. The bottom is not as good. And it bothers me. There's a point where I'm like, I could get up and leave to go add more butter, but who wants to do that?
You know what you should do is ask for an extra popcorn bag.
And dump it in, because they fill so much popcorn in the bag that you can't like add butter to the bottom. It's like too full to like shake it up.
Add butter and then dump it and then add more butter.
We need to solve this issue as humanity, guys. We need to figure out, can all of us popcorn lovers come together and figure out the answer to this? I want the bottom third to taste as good as the top third.
I'm sorry.
I know. So it's 7 o'clock, we haven't had dinner.
Yeah.
We're both hungry. You know where we're gonna go? Applebee's. Hear me out. Sherri and I think this is mutual. Love Applebee's.
I do, yeah.
Applebee's is America's neighborhood grill. And I know Applebee's gets knocked. I love Applebee's.
I'm a fan.
Sometimes they do dollaritas.
I'm a fan.
Who isn't gonna love a dollar adult beverage? I don't know, Applebee's is our jam. We love Applebee's. And it's funny because our friend Allison does as well. And so her love of Applebee's kind of validated that it's like, oh, it's okay to love Applebee's.
Yeah.
Makes me so happy.
Yeah.
Let's go to Applebee's.
Okay.
Applebee's Neighborhood Grill and Bar. Truly the best. I mean, come on, you guys. Who doesn't want to be eating good in the neighborhood? Food has arrived. Time to dive in. All right, we are home. Let's see where our psycho cat is. Oh, and there he is.
Hi, baby.
Hi, buddy. He actually does a really good job of meeting us at the door. How cute he is. Hi, bud. You know, when you are not being an absolute terror and biting us and scratching us and running all over the house like a crazy cat.
You're pretty sweet.
You're pretty perfect. When you're not full of chaos, you're pretty perfect. Okay, don't you want to shake? Okay. Shaking does not equal biting my hand. No, calm down, crazy. Now it's playtime with good old Captain America. Oh, apparently it's now just lay down and chew on toy time. So this toy that Sherri's playing with him with, he's already like eaten half the feathers off it. We just got it last week.
And he's like torn it open, like
It's
nothing is coming out.
kind of demolished. It has been his favorite toy.
You're a little rough with your toys.
Yeah, you're a little bit rough with everything. All right, next task before we call it a night is to put the bed back together in the guest room. Actually, it was the night that Mom left. We started washing all this stuff, and then I went away to speak at that camp, and Sherri Beth was holding down the fort here, so this never got... Okay. Oh my gosh, okay. This never got done. So we are going to tackle this right now, get our guest room back. All right, last part of making the bed we need to do is fluff out this. This is one of our anthropology blankets, absolute favorite blanket of all time. You guys may remember these. I think we found them during COVID and just basically got obsessed. So they say dry clean only, but what we do is we wash them in our washing machine, and then we don't dry them. We put it over the downstairs bathroom, and then you can see it's got kind of some I don't know, it's a little bit matted when it dries, but if you go through with your hand and just do this, it gets perfectly fluffy and it's like new. So
Completely soft again.
yeah, it's completely soft again. It actually hasn't lost any of its softness, which I love. And then it'll be ready to go back on the guest room. And just like that, the guest room is all clean, ready to go again. Good morning, friends. It is obviously the next day. It is Sunday morning, about 7:55 a.m. Earlier than we are normally awake on a Sunday.
Yes.
That is for sure. I am speaking about the coffee shop at a local church. It is the church that gave us like $160,000 to open the coffee shop. So I'm going to be there for their 2 services this morning, just talking about how the first 2 months of the coffee shop have gone.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of things that would make me want to wake up early in the morning. Talking about the coffee shop is one of them, though. So I actually am looking forward to that very much. And then we've got, we have to go to Old Navy later.
Yeah.
We have to exchange a pair of jeans.
Yeah.
And then we have to get ready for the week. Now, this is kind of a unique week coming up. You are working Monday and Tuesday.
Yes.
Taking the rest of the week off.
Yes.
Because why?
My parents are coming up here.
It's very fun. They're going to be going on an Alaska cruise, and they're going to spend a couple days with us before the cruise here in Anchorage, and some of their friends are coming with them. And so so we have just a couple days of work this week, and then some family time. We're hoping, fingers crossed, for good weather.
Yes.
Would like to take them around. Your parents have been to Alaska before, but it's been
A little while, and so we kind of want to show them. We want to show them a coffee shop, obviously.
Yep.
And then just weather depending, we want to be able to kind of take them around and show them some other fun stuff.
So we're gonna get some food for the week, make lunches and stuff for just Monday and Tuesday.
Yeah.
So friends, I still feel like I'm sleeping a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to church. All right, we got a whole basket of refuge coffee stuff for our little table. And here we are. This is the church we are at today. This is actually the church that I worked at for like 7 years. I was a pastor here. Always fun to come back and see old friends. Sherri Beth has made our little table look good. You can see we got some of our merch out here, our coffee, our tea. Then over here we've got some of our year-to-date impact numbers. All right, church is over. It went well, I think. Got to tell a couple thousand people about the coffee shop, which always a very good thing. Now, we have not eaten, and it is 12:30. We are hungry. So we are at the Diamond Center Mall. And the reason we came to the mall is that we need to return a pair of jeans to Old Navy and maybe buy more jeans. And so we thought, since we're going to the mall anyway, let's just eat at the mall. And the place we're going to go, here's the thing. I actually don't know what its real name is.
I think it's actually called Famous Walk.
Is that what it's called?
I think so, but we always call it Chow Cajun.
We call it Chow Cajun because, well, you tell the story.
So there was a place in the mall in Mishawaka where I went to college, and it was called Chow Cajun, that had a like bourbon chicken that was delicious, and I told him about it, and then we found this place and it was like the same thing, and I was like, this is just like Chow Cajun, and then so he always calls it Chow Cajun.
She's like, do you want to go get, I'm like, do you want to go get Chow Cajun? She's like, first of all, that doesn't even exist in Alaska. But like in my mind, it's just like it's Chow Cajun, because Sherri told me about this bourbon chicken she loves from Chow Cajun, and this place has bourbon chicken, so it must then be Chow Cajun.
It must be Chow Cajun, so that's what we call it, but that's not what it's actually called. I think it's Famous Walk.
So we're gonna go have Chow Cajun for lunch. I will give you guys an update on what it's actually called when we get to the food court. Also, it was kind of crappy this morning. It is beautiful, and actually the sun feels hot.
Nice.
I was just gonna say, which you always light up at. Our Diamond Center Mall has an ice skating rink here. I used to play hockey here. I've told you guys that several times when I was a kid. And have like H&M here, and then up top is mostly like office buildings, like iHeartRadio's out of here as well. So pretty good mall. Here's the food court, and see, I told you guys, Chow Cajun. The bourbon chicken at Chow Cajun is absolutely the best. So you can get it over noodles or rice. Both of us went with rice. It's like $13, $13.95 for this. And they absolutely pack it full of food. It's one of our favorites. So I'm the reason that mall food courts have to have like janitorial crews. What is that? Sherry's? Look at, not a single rice out of place.
One.
Oh, you have one. It's on your napkin. Mine, not so much. Lunch is done. Now on with the rest of our things here at the Diamond Center. Sherri, Legg, can you stop poking me in the butt going up the escalator? Jeez Louise. Oh my gosh, you guys. I just saw this. We missed it. The Seattle Kraken free community skate in Anchorage with Bowie, their mascot. It was yesterday.
2 days ago.
2 days ago. Dang it. We just dropped our leftovers in the Jeep. Now going into this entrance where Old Navy is, and Ulta, and Dave & Buster's. Can we talk about the Disney designs they have? These are so cool. Jean jacket, I actually really like this one too. Mall was a success. Sherri Beth returned her jeans and she got a jean jacket that she's been wanting. We are home. Look at who met us at the door. He was very sweet. He was clearly sleeping. He was stretching and yawning when we came in the door. You don't have to bite your mother. Calm down. All right, friends, we're back home. We stopped and did some grocery shopping and then got it all put away. Now, I'm gonna participate in a time-honored tradition. Something that goes back generations and is valued throughout the world. I am gonna take a Sunday afternoon nap. Okay, well, it's like 3 hours later. I slept for 2 hours. I got a 2-hour nap. You slept, how long did you sleep for?
A little over an hour.
It was glorious.
You snuggle with our kitty.
Yeah, Captain America jumped in bed with us and actually wasn't a little jerk. What a nice change. My gosh, the nap felt so good. But now it is like 7 p.m. And we need to make dinner and we need to make lunches for the week. Lunches for the week, we're making something that we used to make all the time. Mm-hmm. We haven't made in a long time. It's very simple. It's called salsa chicken, and it makes great leftovers, so we like making it. And so that's what we're doing for lunches this week. Let's show you. And Sherri just looked over, and our bistro lights under the stairs are all like down and wonky. It's almost like there was a cat involved in this. He lays on the stairs and like bats at them till they fall. Now he's in the recycling bin. What are you doing? It is constant chaos with this one. So all we do is put some boneless, skinless chicken breasts in a pan. Sherri's putting some taco seasoning over the top of it now. And then you just take a jar of salsa right over the top, like so. Then we're just gonna take a spoon and kind of make sure all the chicken is covered. Then you add cheese with your heart. Basically, we're just gonna cover the whole thing and do exactly the same thing. Spread it around. And then it's just gonna go in the oven at 350 for like 45 minutes till the chicken's done. Good to go. Timer going off. We are going to open the oven, check on how this is doing. Oh my gosh. You guys, look how good that looks. And because we don't want to die, we're going to check the temperature of the chicken. And I'm actually going to put it in for just like 5 more minutes. It's super close, but I don't play around with chicken. And while the chicken is finishing up in the oven, we are going to get our rice going. We're just using like the simple minute white rice. Easy peasy. Chicken is out and done. Smells amazing. Got the water boiling for the rice right there. Now, while we're waiting for the water to boil, we are going to empty the dishwasher. We've got our 4 containers out. We've got our rice done. We've got our chicken done. We're just going to go through and kind of like divide up where those breasts were. Kind of like there. And we're going to go in, and Sherri's going to do a scoop of rice. Actually, probably a couple scoops of rice in the bottom. And these are so good. And depending on the size of the chicken breasts, Sherri sometimes gets like 2 lunches.
Maybe 3.
Or maybe 3 out of them.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. But this is one of our favorite meals because it makes such good leftovers.
Yeah.
Like the leftovers of this are just delicious.
Even
so
better than like the original meal.
They are even, I mean, that's why we're not having this for dinner tonight. Like, we've already eaten dinner. This is just for lunches because it's so darn good. And you guys saw how easy it was. Just a few ingredients. If we don't have taco seasoning, we don't add taco seasoning.
Right.
We just kind of add whatever we have.
We do get the taco seasoning from Costco. So
We normally have taco
always
seasoning.
have taco seasoning.
And then once the rice is in, it is just chicken breast on top. And it's got like some of that sauce that we kind of put around the edge. Oh my gosh. Remember, the sauce is basically just like chicken juice and salsa.
Yep.
Now here's the thing. I think that's actually too full.
Yes, it
I don't
is.
think the lid's gonna fit on that.
We might need to kind of squish it down.
Oh gosh. And just like that, all done. And look how good that looks. Oh my gosh. And then just a minute or two in the microwave to warm it up. And lunches are done and delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I gotta say, I think it was a successful Sunday evening. Got a nap in, got dishes done. I just took all the trash out, got lunches done for the week, and that is where we're gonna end the vlog. Friends, thanks for hanging out with us on our Saturday and Sunday. Kind of our first Saturday and Sunday normal back after the cruise and after the wedding trip last weekend. So it felt nice to have what felt like a very normal weekend. Friends, we love you. Thanks for being a part of the LeggLife community. We'll see you on the next video. Captain, say bye to your friends. Captain, say bye to your friends. Okay, or don't say bye to your friends.